right, so I have Michelle here with me from DaSpot. So, Michelle, welcome to the Black to Business podcast. In addition to NYBeauty Suites ribbon cutting event, how are you today?
Girl, I am feeling good. It's Black excellence in here.
It's happening.
I love it. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, I want to know if you could just tell the people who you are, what is it that you do in your business, and how did you get where you are today?
Sure. So I'm Michelle Cadore. I'm the co-owner and founder of DaSpot NYC, which is home to 25 plus independent Black-owned brands, including our own. We actually have about 75 brands in shop over the last 5 years. And it's also home to Canvas Art Gallery, where we feature local artists through monthly art opportunities. And we create, we host creative events, business panels, live performances in shop, and partner with City Point in downtown Brooklyn and MasterCard to host creative events for the community, like our upcoming Black Creatives and Culture Market and Art Show on February 26th and 27th, and our Dare Summer Vibes Block Party. I'm also the owner of Yes I Am Clothing, which is clothing designed to inspire and empower, and that is pretty much how I got into opening the spot, because we wanted to create space for creatives of color to be able to showcase their work, gain economic opportunities, and get access to a creative collaborative community. We know firsthand what it's like trying to grow your brand on your own. So we were like, we can get there faster if we work together. So I did that with two partners, and now we're here.
I love it. So what was the process like for you starting? I know you work with 3 people. So in addition to 3 people, any advice to people who are looking to co-own with other people? How do you all make it work?
Yeah, so I actually have 2 partners, and it started with my first partner was actually my mentor at the time.
Wow.
So yeah, when I had so funny story, our friend Vicky is the one that introduced me to Face. Yep, that's my business partner, and I decided I wanted to start a clothing brand, and she was like, I know a brother who's been doing this for a while, and he's really, great. You can connect with him. And so I connected with him, and I told him immediately, you're going to be my mentor. And from there, we started dreaming about opening up our own boutique to help other creatives of color like us. And we started, thinking, where would we put this? He was like, I was saying Flatbush, Bed-Stuy, downtown Brooklyn, and he was like, no, Dumbo. And I'm like, Dumbo? Don't nobody go to Dumbo. Like, what? But sure enough, about 9 months later, we're birthing a baby, he's doing a fashion shoot in Dumbo, and he's looking for scissors, and he stumbles across a for rent sign at the shops at Front Street, and it's like $750, it's 100 square feet, but he calls me, he's like, I think I found our shop. And I was like, what? So in 3 days, we put the money down and we make it happen. And 1 month we opened with 3 brands in shop. And within 6 months, we had 25 brands in shop. And within 2 years, we had 50 brands in shop. And then we moved to City Point to an 1,100 square foot space where we're now making more history and building legacy.
Yeah, the location is prime, downtown Brooklyn. I am loving it and all of the things that you do. And Michelle, I want to ask you about the transformations that you've been able to see with the brands that you've had in your store. Talk about one of the most memorable or a couple of the most memorable transformative stories for these brands.
Oh yeah, so we have a few of those brands are actually here today.
Wow.
So we've been the launch pad for a lot of local Black-owned brands. And so one of them is Avala Beauty and skincare, or is Avala Beauty. She started with us. We were her first shop, and now she's everywhere. She's blowing up, and we're just so proud of her. So we've got Avala. We have Ultra. Now I can't say her name. Ultraviolet NYC, which is owned by Nicole. So she was a brand in shop, and now Nicole, she's been doing pop-ups for a while. And like us, that's how you started. So she opened Amani Market over on Franklin Avenue. So she's she's got a marketplace as well. And then we have other brands like Perry Boys, who they do candles, and she's all over. Who else? We have Pocket Kings BK. He started with us, and we were like, you should go over to Vinny's. Now he's in Vinny's. He's popping. He's doing his thing. And there's so many stories like this of brands who started with us, and they're just just expanding. They're in more than one location. So we're so happy to see not only are these creatives getting the brand awareness that they deserve. But they also making that shmoney like they should.
Period. Making that shmoney.
That's right.
I love it. And for anyone who is listening, what advice would you give to someone who is in their first year of business?
This is nothing.
Wait a minute. This is nothing.
The first year is nothing. Like, listen, you just got to keep your head straight. Just keep your head down and keep grinding. You know, as an entrepreneur, you go through that roller coaster of the ups and downs. Like, I literally had a down yesterday. I was like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm not coming out of bed. That's the fun thing about being an entrepreneur. Right?
That is real.
Right. But, you know, it's you got to keep your head in the game. Like, being an entrepreneur is solving problems and knowing how to figure shit out. Right. So I just say, like, you got to just stay focused on your passion while you're doing this. Reach out to, you know, your tribe. If you don't have a tribe, build a tribe. Find people who are like-minded that you can connect with, like us. Like,
yes,
you know, like,
yes.
And then also, like, you know, tap into resources. You have, you know, if you're in New York City or in wherever your local government is, we have New York City Small Business Services. Shout out to them. I used to work for them. You know, we have that. We have many local development corporations, like East New York Development Corporation. They're awesome. Shout out to that team. But there's so many community-based organizations that can help you. And, you know, you definitely want to make sure you get your certifications and join the chambers, stay connected to your business bids, and just keep grinding, keep putting your name out there until people know who you are. You don't have to introduce yourself.
Like Michelle, she don't even have to introduce herself. Like, right now, somebody's putting 2 fingers in them thing. Like, Michelle got to come out. I love it. So, Michelle, what does it mean to you to be Black in business?
Ooh, I know I'm making my ancestors proud.
Ooh,
yes. To be Black in business is to own your shit, to own your story. Like, it's always, the reason why I got here is because someone tried to put a glass ceiling above me in my career. And I was like, I am who I say I am, which is why I started Yes, I Am Clothing, the first one, because I am are the 2 most powerful words for what you put after shapes your reality. Right? So it's all about, I just focused on manifesting the life that I wanted. And I was like, no one's going to tell me I'm going to stay in this cubicle for the next 25 years and this is it. And I'm like, now I'm here. Like, you know, now I'm having, my partners are bringing the people I used to work with to my shop so they can come and see what I'm doing. And I'm like, God is good. Like, God is good all the time. So what it means to me is, you know, just doing the crazy wild things that you imagine, and, you know, even if you're afraid, going forth and doing it and building that legacy for your community and being the example for your community and showing that if you got the thought, you can do it. We are doing it. You can do it too.
Y'all, I'm over here. I went, like, closed my eyes, went really Southern Baptist right now because that was a word. That was a word. I love it. I love it.
Do it.
So, Michelle, please tell the people, where can they find you? How can they support you, and how can they connect with you?
Yeah, so you can find me at DaSpot. You can find me at City Point, Brooklyn, also known as Albee Square for our Brooklyn natives, you know. Right over here at 445 Albee Square West. So our store is located right in the middle. You can also find me online at DaSpot NYC, DaSpot NYC on Instagram and Facebook. Email me at info@daspotnyc.com. And you can also follow my other brand, Yes I Am Inc., YESIAMINC, and stay inspired. All I do is put out good content so I can keep people empowered and inspired. So come get some.
Come get some. Michelle, this has been amazing. I thank you for taking the time to sit down with me and chat with me. And we just love everything you're doing and inspiring so many people. When you talk about, you know, setting the blueprint, that's what you all are doing, and letting people know that it's possible. So thank you for doing what you do and keep doing what you're doing. You're welcome.
Thank you. And be sure, y'all, I want to see you there too, but be sure to come out to the Black History Month Black Creatives and Culture Market and Art Show, where it's all us, 40 vendors, 10 artists. You know, it's about to be lit. We're about to put it on. And the next big one will be Juneteenth. I'm like planning like a sneaker design contest, NFT panel, business thing. We're going to make it pop like last year, right? The band going to come through. It's going to be black as hell.
What? Okay, we are there. Okay, when is the event again?
It's going to be February 26th and 27th, Saturday and Sunday, last weekend of Black History Month in City Point, Brooklyn. So you just come in and you'll see all of the, Black excellence. And the next one will be June 19th, and the 20th. We'll do the full weekend, or June 18th and the 19th. But in general, you can follow us, join our newsletter, and we will, or our Instagram, and you'll see whatever we have coming down the pipeline.
Love it. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you. Back to business.
Period.
That's right.
Until next time, and that's a wrap.